Hello everybody, and welcome back to Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. Last time, something happened. Something happened. I don't even remember. Anyways, this time we're talking to John, apparently. Man, that test today was brutal. I totally bombed it. I failed miserably. BBG held up his paper. There was a big red F on the top. John winced and slowly erased his own failed exam. The two laughed and high-fived. It's not a big deal. I'll just retake it later. I had way better things to do than study. I never thought I'd pass. Gerard and I did wonderfully. Most of our homeroom did. Maybe your teacher teaches differently. Nope, I got 69. So it's not Miss Shizuka. These two are just massive idiots. I nodded. I didn't feel like admitting to my 93, not after seeing how badly John and PBG did.
Awesome!
Wow, that's awesome, Shane. It's like your mind is just made for facts. You totally deserve it. Didn't you get a 97, Jared? Wait, did you get your 97 raise, Jared? That's not like you at all, Jared. I keep on saying Jared. Gerard? Gerard laughed sheepishly.
Complete it!
Yeah, I got to my 100. To be fair, I would have gotten 100 like normal. But one of the questions could be answered in two ways. I told the teacher. He changed my score accordingly. I think he got a couple of points too. Is that Satch? Satch? You had to have that 100, didn't you? Did you get a completion bonus?
Huh.
I get to take a lot of crap from you guys. I get to take a lot of crap from you guys. Sure. That's more than enough to make it worth it. Make it worth it. I smiled alongside them, still feeling somewhat out of my element. By the way, it's 35 degrees right now, and it is absolutely horrible. I had to turn off my fan just to record. Shane's comments hung over my head, even now. But I didn't think there was much more I could do about it. Excuse me. Before class, I quickly filled mine on John's proposition. I'm kind of worried about it. Oh, yes, he wanted me to be the lead. There you go.
What?
Are you kidding, Hannah? He wants to be your Juliet. Oh, that's not correct. He doesn't want to be her Juliet. He wants you to be Juliet.
Aww.
And he'll be Romeo. Oh, that's so romantic. He's totally hitting on you.
I don't know.
I don't know, I'm really not an actress. I'm bad at the limelight. There's no way you wouldn't have noticed that, and I doubt he's hitting on me either. Hannah, get a grip on yourself, girl. You're one of the nicest people I've ever met. I think I would be lucky to have you. That's why you're my best friend. I mean, why else would he make such a big deal of it? He did seem upset. You might have a point. John is Romeo and me is Juliet. It was corny, but kind of cute. Visions of myself and John in period clothes sweeping across the stage floated through my mind. In period clothes. Okay. Spotlights glistened in his hair. He leaned in towards me. On guard!
No!
That was a bit of a panicked reaction.
Ah!
Romeo, my love. Juliet, this isn't how the story was supposed to go. Romeo. Whoa, what's wrong? Nothing. Sorry. Is class over? Yeah, you're going to the theater, right? After that daydream, it was hardly like I had a choice.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you back at the dorms.
Bye.
Okay, bye. It's okay, Hannah, you can do this. The theater is here, right? The door opened into a gorgeous room with bright red seats. John was down on the stage, his arms flung to the ceiling. Doth thou protestations Doth thou protestations relinquish mine famine? Nay. Nay.
Ah!
Nay! Jacques, you've got to have a little more intensity. Don't you want to be famous? Nay. Why, you little... excuse me?
Hana!
That. His voice shot up several octaves. Come in, come in, come in. He leaped to the stairs. He leaped up the stairs. I don't know why I said two. Grabbed me by the hand and pulled me into the room. I wasn't sure you were going to come. Thank you so much, Hannah. You were really the only person I could do this with. What? You're really the only person I could trust to do this. That makes more sense. About that, John? I don't know about this. I'm not really an actress. There's no way I could be Juliet. Not the leading lady. You stopped pulling me. Who said anything about Juliet? Didn't you?
No.
No. That wasn't the part you wanted to talk to me about? Oh, no, of course not. You're right. You're not suited to Juliet at all. Ouch. He ran backstage, returning with a large inflatable bag. Actually, I wanted you to be... Drum roll, please, Jacques. Da 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 da. He tossed the bag on the stage. The crumpled plastic unraveled, revealing a tree. A tree. You're perfect for the part. You're shy and quiet, and you have an impressive ability to stand still for long periods of time. This got better. The other day in class, you stared into space for almost 20 minutes straight and didn't move a muscle. Oh. Of course. Why would he want me to play a lead role? It was obvious I wasn't cut out for that sort of thing. Wanting to play the Romeo to my Juliet. How ludicrous. What's... that was her voice. What's wrong? Of course I wouldn't be able to play Juliet. No one would think I could do that. Bitch, you came here to say that you couldn't play Juliet. You're just messing with everybody's mind. Like a weird, pinky-haired person that you are. Because pinky-haired people are bad in this world, apparently. Well, it's not that you can't. But John wasn't trying to be mean. He just didn't seem to get that it was insulting. She came here to say she couldn't play the part of Juliet. And now she's insulted when someone else says, you can't play the part. I agree with you. Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, perfect. I'll think about it, okay? But I'm gonna go for now. If you say so. Be sure to give me your answer soon. I'm so ready for this. It's gonna be the best play yet, especially with Jacques as our Julie. The icing on the cake. The icing on the motherfucking cake. I love you. Goodbye, John.
See you later.
See you later, Hannah. How awful was that? I shut the door to the dorm room. There we go. Wanting nothing more than to collapse onto my bed.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Hannah. I was laying on a bunk upside down, her red hair spilling over the side. Something glinted in her eyes. What are you doing? I'm cutting out little blossoms, see? She held a pink cherry blossom to the ceiling. It's so your senpai will notice you. What are you even talking about? You know, senpai always notices the girl when she's outside, surrounded by a shower of cherry blossom petals, the wind blowing in her hair. Problem is that with all the cherry blossoms, you might look a little bald since, you know, your hair's pink.
Bingo.
The guy will definitely notice you with these. A flash of anger ripped through me. Why don't you just save them for yourself? Jared will never notice you without them. This is not a likable main character. I cannot like this main character. I don't like this main character. She's not good or relatable at all. I turned on my heel and stalked out of the dorm room. It was because of stuff like that I thought John was trying to... No, it was stupid of me to imagine it could happen in the first place. Yes, it was. I stepped out of the front of the Poppy Hall, the crisp evening air wafting against my face and cooling my skin. A faint tinge of smoke threaded its way into my hair, reminding me of days spent cooking with my... Reminding me of days spent cooking with my father. How stupid. I headed for the field, my stomach sinking with every step. I shouldn't have snapped at my... None of this was her fault. That's true. You were being a bitch. And she was being so nice to me. I said that awful thing to her. She was never going to want to be my friend again. Well, that's not accurate. Unlike you, she's understanding and caring. So, you know. I stopped at the tree and leaned against it. The sun was rapidly setting, the night air growing colder and colder. Although I was shivering and I didn't want to go back inside, there was no way I could face Mai after what happened. What a terrible person I was. I sat down and hugged my knees, pressing my head into my arms. I stayed there, that way for a long while. That says while, right? While. Trying not to pay attention to what was going through my head. The wind picked up, roaring past me, and whipped my hair against my skin. It was so loud I didn't hear the footsteps until they were right next to me. I looked up. Mai, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. I was just upset because I thought John wanted me to be Juliet, but it turns out he wanted me to be a tree. A tree! I shouldn't have cared so much about it. I'm really just an awful person. Mai let out a peal of laughter. That John... Oh, that's not her voice. That John, he doesn't mean anything by it. But that is something he would do. He's nice, but he can be a little clueless sometimes. She sat next to me and wrapped an arm around my shoulders. Together we huddled against the rough bark of the oak tree, somewhat sheltered from the wind. You remember what Shane said about my hair? Mai's arm tightened around me. I've been on edge ever since. I don't know how to face them even when they're being nice. I'm so afraid they hate me. I'm sorry I'm such a coward. You are. That's accurate. Well, it's okay. We're all cowards sometimes. But you all the time. You should work on that. Maybe we should just approach our problems directly instead of coming at them from the side with flowers and friendship. You want to join the Normal Boots Club, don't you? Yeah. Well, I want to date Jared. Neither of these things will happen if we keep avoiding the stuff that makes us nervous. Yeah. If we want something, we should go and get it. We shouldn't just because we're used to waiting for things to happen to us. I'm sorry, we shouldn't just because we're used to waiting for things to happen to us. Just because we're used to waiting for things to happen to us. There we go. We're used to waiting for things to happen to us. Sure. Doesn't mean they're always going to if we're just patient enough. That was probably well written, but I just could not process. Hannah, if you want to join the Normal Boots Club, you have to keep moving forwards strongly, without fear. Without looking back, right? Yeah. And the same goes for you, Mai. Yeah, it does. I rested my head on Mai's shoulder, thankful that she was taller than my paltry 5'2". She lay a head on the top of my own.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try harder. Nothing good came of me avoiding my problems and being such a coward. I can't keep running away or else eventually I'm gonna run out of places to go and then I'll break. If I really want to make a new life at Asagao, I have to try.
Seriously.
I'm going to be my best self and be myself, and I'm gonna actually try. Who knows, maybe Shane will warm up to me eventually. Mai pulled me closer into a hug.
Yeah!
That's the spirit, girl. Now what do you say we get inside? It's freezing out here. Yeah, let's, and thank you, Mai. Mai smiled at me. No, thank you. For, Anyways, let's go. What? Quickly, there's only 2 minutes left. Giant yellow letters ballooned on my phone's screen, blocking several falling cubes and preventing me from making more combos and deploying more troops. Damn it, get out of my way! The way. A small yellow plush with a great smiley face waved a sword, and the big bad giant came rushing out of the castle. Smiley man, so we meet again. I really just cannot connect with this character because I never play mobile games. Never. Never. What are you doing? Because I don't know whose voice this is. Ah! You lose. Aw, no. Oops. Sorry. Ian, the brutal moose of yore, stood over my shoulder, peering at my phone. What do you want? Jeez. Why is the writing Comic Sans? Oh yeah, it was way back then. He says, he speaks in Comic Sans. Da, da, da. I remember that. Yeesh. Touchy, aren't we? What are you doing playing such a boring game anyway? I agree. Nothing. I was waiting for Mayan. I was bored. To tell the truth, I was practicing. That game's similar to the one that's going to be in the tournament, right? You lost pretty quickly. It doesn't seem like you're any good. He looked at my phone again and froze. I glanced back at the screen. My score was still slowly totaling, speeding over the 100,000 range.
What?
Holy crap, how did you do that? Do what? Your score, that's incredible. How long have you been playing this game? I've never seen Ian so animated. If you asked me, I would almost say he cared about what was happening. I guess 2 weeks, maybe? Only 2 weeks. He put his hand to his chin in thought. If you're this good at this game, you might be able to learn to play the one for the tournament. What are you suggesting? He glared at me. We both know you'd love to join the Normal Boost Club, and they need someone to fill puzzle games during their tournament. You need to join them. And with that, we're going to stop. If you like this video, like the video. If you dislike this video, dislike this video. And comment as to why you dislike this video. Or like this video. Because commenting, it's great. You can also share this video and favorite it if you want. Share it on social media. Favorite it into your favorites list. That all helps out. And of course, if you want to continue getting this content, you could subscribe. Because subscribing is fun. You get regular content from me 5 days, hopefully. I fucked up last week. Hopefully, 5 days a week for me. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching. I am the Morbid Hobo. Goodbye. That was very peaky and loud. My mistake, apologies. Bye.